Hey guys, this is Andy McCann here in Woodstock, Georgia. I have a small podcast called Fitness, Food, and Finance where I cover, weirdly, those things. You can find me on YouTube at Andy McCann 42 where I cover that same sort of stuff as well as chickens and other things that we love in this community. Okay, so I got a softball of a question from a buddy of mine that I hadn't seen in a very long time that we reconnected through this group. So I'm just going to tell this funny story and then we're going to dive into Garage Fitness Online. So Bruce Sofge, his question was, and he actually texted, called in, emailed. So I forgot that the ease of communication these days, we were emailing and that was no good. Then we started texting. I was like, let's just get on the phone together and talk about this thing. But anyway, he said, hey, what is this Garage Fitness Online I heard you speak of in one of the other expert council segments? I'm like, all right, well, you know what? I'll do a whole episode on that and what I'm trying to do for you guys. So here's the story. I'm going to paint you a picture of Bruce, and then I'm going to go into what this stuff is. So Bruce lived up here in Woodstock. I don't know, it was like late 2000s when we actually met. We started CrossFit Garage. He showed up one day and he says, I'm talking about what he does for a living. He's like, I bike down to Dobbins Air Force Base, and that's where I work. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. What? You bike from here to there? And it's not a short trip. So he's on his bike all the time going down to Dobbins Air Force Base. I know he just recently gave up biking on the roads because there's too many people texting and just distracted driving, which, yeah, man, I every time my kids learn to drive and we see bikers on the side of the road, we're like, this is insane. Don't they know they're student drivers who don't know what to do? So anyway, Bruce is extremely fit. He doesn't listen too well, Bruce. You know that, but he most of the time listens. Anyway, so he's at the gym. We're doing a lot of stuff, and he gets his wife to come to the gym as well. He's helping her out, and she has a bar on her back, and she says, hey, Bruce, like this. And he looks up from what he was doing, and as she's turning to see him and he's standing up, she catches the barbell right in his head. I want to say something like this. I'm sure it didn't go down this way but it was so long ago. This is what's painted in my memory. So he gets hit in the head, like any head wound, it's going to bleed. He's like, hey, do you have some duct tape? We're like, yeah. He duct tapes his head. It's well shaven, so he can do this. And he's like, all right, let's work out. I'm like, what? This guy is insane. So Bruce is a tremendous guy. Let's see, maybe it was about in April, he came up for something and he said, Andy, I have got a tomato plant for you that I'm growing in these grow beds that Jack has been recommending. So he gave me a plant and I'm telling him, dude, I kill everything I try to garden. And lo and behold, his tomato plant has exploded, and I tried my best to kill it because I would forget to water it, even though it's right there by the back door or front door. I just would forget to do it. So anyway, Bruce and I go way back. He connects and says, Andy, I am interested in this Garage Fitness Online. Tell me about it. So guys, this is what it is. If you have gear in your basement or garage because you thought, hey, how convenient would it be if I just had stuff there? I wouldn't have to go anywhere and I would totally do this. But you and I know what happens. You don't do it. So Bruce is like, yeah, that's me. I've got everything, and I just don't do it. I'm not motivated. I'm like, well, that's what this is for. So I've teamed up with a guy named Brandon Phillips, who's a local hero down here in the CrossFit world, and he's been programming this sort of stuff for 20-something years. So he and I have teamed up, and I got two other guys that are helping me out because while I am a nerd, I'm not that good at all things internet, so these guys are helping us as well. The goal here is, if you have this stuff and you just don't use it, or getting up at 5 a.m. and doing your own thing is just lonely and you want a community, or I'm just tired of programming for myself. I want a well thought out program that actually makes sense for people that are actually doing this and it's not just some AI thing being generated or just something I found on the internet I'm copying and pasting. I want a program that works well through time, not random, right? It's constantly varied. So Brandon does that. He does have a strength focus, and if you were like me in your 50s or, well, I guess like anybody, you are getting older every day, one great item to have in your body is muscle. They sometimes say muscle is the longevity organ. The more muscle, well, I guess there's a diminishing return there, but muscle will indicate or predict how you're going to do at the end of your life, right? They say things like, if you floss your teeth, or how good is your grip strength, we can tell you how long you're going to live. It has nothing to do about flossing your teeth or anything to do about your grip strength. It's just, those are things that do well if you're the type of person that does those nuancy things. Okay, so Garage Fitness Online. You can find us right now. There's two ways to find us. You can go to CrossFitGarage.com/ garage-fitness-online. I know that's a lot. I'll send the link to Jack. You can also go to Facebook and you can search for Garage Fitness Online, and you'll find us that way. So we're just building this stuff out. It's recently launched, and we are building content, and you can help us shape this. Right now, we're giving away 2 months of membership, so come join us. We'll probably do another 2 months because, as you guys, if you have built anything, you're going to break it. And what you definitely should not do is build the best product you possibly can and then hope people come to it. Instead, build what's on your mind, so the minimal viable product, and then grow it with the community that grows with you. So we'll see what this turns into. I have a picture in my head at what it will look like. So what you're going to get is programming every day. You'll get a free membership to Wattify, which is the app we will use to do all of our programming and for you to log results and to track everything. And then, of course, we're going to use Facebook because their group size is like 2.5 million people, which I seriously doubt we'll have 2.5 million people. But it's just an easy way, and it's free, and everybody can jump online there and get there. So we'll go on Facebook right now to chat. So you can find us in those ways. Again, right now it's free. Come help us build this. I am also going to put together a course on how to do carnivore without being a total idiot. And then hopefully in the future, once I come out in November to the fall workshop, we'll also have something to offer you guys in 2025, some sort of coached carnivore diet, progress pathway or something. But perfect is the enemy of done, so I will get it done, and I just need to get some blessings on it first. All right, guys, that's what I have for you today. This is Garage Fitness Online. You can join us online to get your fitness. I'm here for you. Y'all take care.